Finding a therapist doesn't have to feel overwhelming or impossible. BetterHelp is designed to help you take that first step in minutes. Just fill out a simple questionnaire that can help us manage.
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul is merely days away. What the hell is going to happen with this fight? It's a hard one to call. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson just does an open workout, and we're going to react to it today. See how both of these fellas are looking, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing this open workout because so far we haven't really seen much elongated footage from Mike Tyson. We've only seen short little Instagram clips. You've all seen them. We've covered them here on this channel. We're seeing these little spliced together mini montages of Mike. So I'm really intrigued into seeing him in a long form setting. And this is the first time that we're going to see Mike hit pads for longer than 5 seconds. Make sure you all like the video, and also for my Patreon members, we've got some more uncensored footage coming this weekend. And we're also going to go live for this Jake Paul fight, so make sure you tune into the channel for a bit of a fight companion. Right, first we got Mike Tyson. I'm going to have to keep the volume a little bit low for this because there's copyrighted music all over this video. I ain't trying to give 50 Cent any of this ad revenue. Before we get into it, I just wanted to show you this. Mike Tyson's physique transformation from 2005 to 2024. He's 58 years old here, 20 years later. Pretty incredible. Mike looks fantastic. He's 100% on testosterone, TRT, whatever. Probably a lot stronger than TRT, to be fair. And I heard somewhere that this fight is not drug tested. At the end of the day, Mike is probably not going to put on that much muscle when he's 58 years old. He's piled on a lot here, but once again, still a lot of hard work that's went into Tyson's training camp. Right, let's jump in. There we go. Okay, he's moving. Signature Mike Tyson movement. He looks good, doesn't he? He does look good. I'm really intrigued into seeing how his head movement is in the fight. He looks good. You can see everything is thrown from a very close range as well. Even the jab, he's not even getting a full extension on the jab. He's throwing the jab when he's like here, when the pad's there. So getting super close is a big part of Mike Tyson's game plan. See, look how close he's throwing the jab from. Oh, man.
Let's go, Mike Tyson. Let's go.
Actually, no, Mike Tyson's got a bit more of a rough tonality.
Let's go, Mike Tyson. A little bit more like that. What are you saying? My style is impetuous.
That's it. Yeah, even Tyron Woodley's saying there, like the little short clips on Instagram, anyone can look like a savage. But how he's looking here, he looks decent. This is the most footage we've seen of Tyson. He's got that head movement, jab, hook, cross, double under. So he's moving at the end of every combination. He's got that head movement in between combinations, but then he's also making a point of expecting the counter. But the question is he going to be able to get close enough? Is he going to be able to get this close to do this?
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of close combinations. We're not seeing how he's going to close that distance. You see how every combination, every drill, he's starting off close. So I'm really intrigued into seeing how he's going to close that distance. So more in that range there. Tyson's going to need head movement as he's coming in to then throw those combinations. So I think Jake is going to be on his bike.
It's just like you guys do. And I'm just, again, one of the greatest of all time. And Amir, I know for you this has to be fight spell. There really wasn't.
He looks vicious. He does look vicious. T-shirt's coming off. See how he's looking. Look at the traps. Look at the delts, the chest. Looks really, really good. He's trained hard for this fight. And he respects Jake Paul as well. Mike is not taking this fight lightly. And that's evident by his shape. Usually you can tell if a fighter is coming in the top condition just by their actual condition. By how they look. How they look is a reflection of the work that they've put in. The look is the byproduct of the work. Okay, we're getting an interview. Let's turn it up a bit.
It is so different to see what you do when you're on your phone or watching online. To witness it right here, it is something spectacular that I don't think any of us have seen before. At this point, there's a quote that you have said, God lets everything happen for a reason. It's all a learning process. From the moment you started getting into camp for this fight, what have you learned about yourself so far?
Yeah, I believe I was.
Because actually, when I agreed to this fight and I started training, I said, what the f*** am I thinking of? And I finished the process. The fight's the party. All the hard work is done.
When you have all these
Shout out to this girl, by the way, whether she's in absolutely fantastic condition. Them delts, them arms, she's got the abs popping as well. Well, good on here.
fans here, the number that I've gotten so far, broadcasting around the world, 282 million subscribers. Most likely the biggest live crowd, obviously, that you fought in front of. Did you ever think for this moment that it would be taking on Jake Paul?
Never in a million years.
Your kids are out here, everyone's coming in to see you on Friday. What does it mean to have family with you?
Well, it's the family's everything. But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special.
Yes. Go ahead, Mike.
Did you think that you... I do not have two nieces.
You know, I don't say take me for granted because they talk a lot of mess to me that nobody else would. So the night of the fight, they're gonna realize they better watch it next time they talk crap to me.
You want to say it to your kids right now on the camera?
I love you very much. I can't wait till you come.
Changed it up real quick.
Real time.
We've watched so much of you. You personally, to me, are someone who embodies a real human being because it is learning and growing through the ebbs and flow of life. What will this win mean to you on a Friday out here in Texas if you take it home?
All I can say is thank you, God.
Mike Tyson will see you on Friday versus Jake Paul. Now it's time to go over to Dasha.
I was almost getting emotional there watching Mike. He's such a legend. He's such a G. Please win on Friday, Mike. Please. Mike's kind of like everyone's scary uncle. A lot of us have grew up watching Mike Tyson. To see him in the ring now, I just don't want to see him get hurt. But I mean, he looks good. He looks good. I'm convinced that he's going to be able to pull it out the bag and win against Jake Paul. I mean, kind of not really. Because when you're that much older, it's hard to take big, powerful shots off these young guns. Now, Mike said he's sparring with 28-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and he's putting them to sleep. In fact, before we jump into Jake Paul's open workout, let's take a listen to Tyson talking on the podcast here.
First of all, you don't know how old you are. Somebody told you how old you are. Julius Caesar had a big ego. He wanted the extra month, so he said, I'm going to create July. So really, how old are you? These people are creating months and years to make people a certain particular age. You really don't know how old you are. You don't know how old, I don't know how old I am. People design their own calendar. So we don't know how old we are. We know what people tell us how old we are. We know what people tell us we should be retired by this age. That's what they tell us. Our man's biggest downfall is to believe we have limitations.
I love that. Man's biggest downfall is to believe that he has limitations. Something I personally embody myself just within business and life. Remove all limitations from yourself. Limiting beliefs will crush you, will crush your dreams and stifle your progress in life.
And that's what we do when we believe we're a certain amount of age. I don't think I'm 58. Do you think I feel 58? When I'm fighting them young niggas in the gym and they're bashing them big strong motherfuckers, and I'm bashing them back. You think I feel 58?
Henry Cejudo's like, what was saying?
Think they're not trying to hurt me in that gym?
Yeah.
So they can get a reputation?
Yeah.
Young 30, 28-year-old motherfuckers. No, they ain't getting nothing.
Ah, that old Mike's back.
They ain't getting nothing.
It's a bit deeper, isn't it?
They ain't getting nothing.
Mike clearly stating there that look, all these young nickers in the gym who are trying to make a name off me, coming in and sparring me, so they can go home and say, hey, I knocked out Mike Tyson today in sparring.
Nah, they ain't getting nothing. They ain't getting nothing, man.
He's got that killer in him.
He said he's a natural bone killer.
Jake Paul.
To the manufactured killer.
Mike's got the mindset, it's just, is his body going to be able to hold up in the fight itself? So this is only 8 2-minute rounds. That actually favours Mike a little bit more, whereas if it was, say, 10 threes or 12 threes, I think Mike would struggle. Just as you get older, you just don't have the same cardio. Okay, let's watch Jake Paul's open workout. Turn it down a little bit, so you don't get the copyright. What's that? He's got a peacock on his head. He's got chicken on his head. That's a first. He's always trolling. Jake Paul's filled out a lot. Jake might in fact be on the testosterone himself, or maybe even just pumping some. looks big, to be fair. He doesn't look puffy anymore. He doesn't look fluffy around the waist. He actually looks leanish for the weight he is. What is he, like 220 pounds?
3 head shaving tips that you're probably messing up. Tip number 1, avoid using razors on your hand. Razors are...
Okay, pumping the jab out there. Now what we're going to try and do is tie what we were seeing from Mike Tyson into what we're seeing from Jake Paul and get an idea about how the styles are going to match up just based on the pad work. We're typically going to see Jake Paul throw a lot more longer shots and maybe do a little bit of backpedaling a little bit, so maybe his coach might put a little bit of pressure on him and he'll throw some punches back and up, knowing that he's expecting Mike Tyson to put the pressure on him. I don't know, this is a very difficult fight to break down, mainly because of the age and the inactivity of Tyson. Okay, Jake's got the jab. Jab hook. He's looking okay so far. He's not showing too much though. The 1-2s, double jabs. He's just loosening out here. That was nice, that was nice. Jake's looking loose. A common critique of Jake Paul is that he's got no footwork, but I disagree. I think his footwork has got better. Is he professional boxer level footwork? Obviously not, but he's definitely getting better. His right hook looks decent as well. He's turning that hip over as he's throwing that lead right hook, which is a good sign. I wonder if he's going to switch stance in the middle of the fight, or is he just going to come out southpaw? Might just be trolling a little bit, to be fair. Okay, so we've got some power shots coming out now. With the uppercuts, the left hooks. That left hook's looking strong. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's power. I've seen a little clip of this before on Instagram, and people were saying Jake's got no power. He's got, listen, he wouldn't have knocked out the people who he's knocked out if he had 0 power. Right, okay, I'll tell you who's got no power. People like Nate Diaz has got no power. Ben Askren has got no power. Jake's got power. He's a big, strong lad who's been boxing for what? It's like 7 years or something. Or maybe not 7 years. He's been boxing a while though, and he's lifting. He's doing his strength and conditioning properly. Okay, so that was all from Jake Paul. Didn't show us too much there. Let's listen to the interview, see what he says.
You always put on a show. You always do something different every time you step foot in this ring, even when it's not fight night, even for the open workouts. How are we feeling? You've had a grueling camp, learning so much about yourself, I'm sure, and owning it and having fun with it. What are the thoughts right now going into Friday?
I'm just blessed to be here. So grateful for all the fans that show up. And Dallas is going to be an amazing night on Friday, and I'm just happy God is with me this week, and I'm just having fun doing my thing. I feel really good, sharp, powerful, explosive, and it's going to be a short night for Mike.
Okay, speaking on Mike, we just talked to him, and I know he said he's had more amateur fights than you've had pro fights, so it's going to be an easy evening for him on Friday. What are your thoughts on that one?
It's not about how long you've been doing something, it's about how good you do it. And on Friday night, people are gonna see me outbox the person who's been doing it their whole life because of my team, everyone that's putting the work with me. Coach Third, Coach Jaylee, Coach Larry, we're an unstoppable force. And Friday, my dreams come true and my career starts. You know, this is the start of an amazing journey. What I've done so far doesn't matter. Friday night, my career starts.
Mate, that's a bold claim. He said he's going to outbox Mike Tyson, and then even going as far as saying he's going to end the fight early.
The big question that people are asking, would Canelo be the next fight, finally? Would that happen?
If he's not a fucking puta.
Oh.
There's the answer.
Canelo would actually definitively batter Jake Paul. Like, there's actually no question about it. Canelo would put it on Jake Paul. Now, there's a massive size difference, so Canelo would batter Jake Paul.
What has Puerto Rico the people, your place, you being there, giving you as a man, learning and growing in this sport and out of the ring as well? What has it given you?
Man, a home to grow where people love me and have given me this amazing nickname El Gallo, which is why I got the rooster hair on tonight. And I just love the island, baby. Like, it's just such good people. We're all very similar, off-roading, drinking beers, going fast, and fucking people up in the ring. So I love Puerto Rico.
Before we get out of here, you want to talk to the cameras?